This is Krumbach by Redkeinstus. It's 304.26 megabytes to download. It does require 6 mods to download to be able to play the map. They will obviously automatically download if you haven't already got them installed. They are Barn Set by Vertex Design, Vehicle Shelter Metal by Black Sheep Modding, Barn by Leo, Half Timbered Barn by Vertex Design, Franconian Farm Buildings by Bernie SCS, and Bunker Silo with Roof by Agra Modding. Now the description is a little bit long because it details what's on each farm. There's 3 farms there, so we will obviously be looking at them in more detail, but the top bit says this mountainous valley is near the fictional town of Krumbach. The stream of the same name flows through the valley. In addition to old yards for small equipment, a modern biogas plant with an associated cowshed is also operated. As a result, there are very small fields but also large fields in the range of 0.5 to 12 hectares. A total of approximately 210 hectares of land can be cultivated. There are also several forests available. Krumbach contains several farms of different sizes. So like I say, the 3 farms there detailed, but right at the bottom it says independently of the farms there is a pigsty and a horse pasture. Have fun exploring the area, and there's a special thanks to Yogi or Joggy for the support. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. I have to say, this is a lovely map. Such nice landscaping. It's all on different levels. Just the scenery is lovely. Really nice map. Getting very good vibes from this. But this is what it looks like. So we are here. I'm in new farmer mode, and this is your map. So like it says, lots of different size fields, small to big. And in new farmer mode, this is what you start off with. Quite a bit, to be fair. So we do actually start off with the main farm here, or the central farm as it says in the description. Plot 95, these are all separate. Plot 95 is our sheep pasture. We've got a nice big field there. We've got a field here. Over this side, it's the pigsty. So we've owned that in new farmer mode, even though it says in the description independently, but we do start off with that. Got another field here, so it's a little bit spread out. And we do also start off with this cow farm, which is the one with the BGA on it, which is awesome. So we do start off owning the BGA, which is pretty good. But obviously if you wanted to buy these plots, 804,000 for that cow farm, but obviously you're getting a BGA and everything with it. Plot 45, 46 grand. The pigsty 219. This field 162. 106 for there. The sheep pastures 93,000. And this farm, starting farm, which comes with this field. Don't worry about that little strip there. We'll look at that in a second. That's pretty cool. That is 368,000 just over. Now, rest of sort of fields, they vary as you can imagine. We've got 53 grand going right up to sort of 647, 430. Forestry areas, as it says, 612,000, 268. So not too bad. There is a free area of the map, as you can see, takes and all that. So that is free. So that's pretty cool. And there we go. There is a couple of plots of land we're going to need to buy for things to show up, but we'll do that a little bit later. I think what the plan is, we'll have a little tour and run around the farm. We'll go through mods and slot counts, things like that. I'm going to lease a pickup. I will drive it up to the farm. We'll kick things off from the farm, and we're going to go round sort of like this. But there's a fair bit of driving to get to certain places, so I may do a little bit of cutting here and there in the video, but I will let you know when that happens, obviously. But very nice map, I must say. Right, so if we stay in this mode and go to here, we've got 12 collectibles. I haven't seen any yet, so I'm not quite sure what they are. Like I said, we start off with the BGA. It is just a standard setup, as is all of the other productions on here. Contracts available on the fields we don't own. it's showing that we own those for pastures and barns, because we do. Vehicles there, we'll take a look at them later. There's no custom crops or added in things. It is what it is, which is nice. And the crop calendar there is standard as far as I can tell. That's pretty much it for that. So we will do some mods now. Now obviously, let's come down off to here. Obviously there's going to be the required mods in here, but everything's in your build mode. There isn't anything in the shop menu modded in. There is a couple of things that have been added in that are map specific, so we'll point those out as we go. In fact, the first ones will be in the shed category. So as you can see, straight away we've got the barn set mod, and then we move into bunker silo with roof, Franconia buildings, etc., half timbered. But then we do have these two cool guys. You'll see them in a second on our farm. That is for the map. It says Krumbach underneath, and then again there, like so. If we go into silos, we've got the bunker silo with roof. So, oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So yeah, that is part of the required mod. I think the other map one is here, right at the end, manure heap. Now, that does look the same picture as the standard base game manure heap extension, but it is different, look. And you will see that a little bit later as we go round. In tools, we've got a workshop there. That is part of the map as well. As you can see, there's no building with it. Again, you'll see that in a second as we go around. Farmhouses, part of the Franconia, and then there is two Krumbach ones, which is nice. And then in production and factories, we do have, there is a production silage or a fermenting silo kind of thing as part of the Franconia farm buildings. So again, if you have used that mod, you'll know exactly what that does, but it's pretty easy. Chaff, straw, grass and hay goes in to produce silage. Then we've got some modded in factories for the map as well as the BGA. Now they are standard things, as in producing things. Whether the production rates have been increased, I don't know, but basically it's because the buildings are different. Now that's showing no building, but there is already a bakery, a carpentry and sugar mill on the map, and the buildings are very different, custom sort of thing. So we'll see them as we go around. You'll know what I'm going on about in a minute. If we go into animals and cows, we've got the cow shed as part of the Franconia mod, and so chickens as well. And like I say, you'll see all this as we go around, so I won't go into too much detail. That's it really. If we go into painting, we have a few textures: animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass. That I think is supposed to be grass cliff, gravel and gravel alpine possibly. I think the descriptions need sorting out there. Plate looks like sort of cobblestones, and rock. That is it. So that is our mods. Go through slot counts and equipment quick, and then we will get going. So in new farmer mode, the slot count is 1,315. Do start off with quite a decent amount of equipment. We've got a Steyr small tractor, Fendt 724 Vario medium tractor, Deutsch far harvester, nice telehandler, 2 Valga trailers, header for your harvester, cultivator, seeder, fertilizer spreader, a mower, tedder, windrower, baler. We've got the logging trailer there with a little crane on, which is nice, front loader with a couple of attachments, bucket and a manure fork. Telehandler tools, we've got bucket, pallet fork and bale spike. And then we've got a trailer for our header. So there we go. Now if you wanted to sell off all that equipment, you can get the slot count down to 1,179, and that is what the slot count is on the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch. Because if you come on here in those two modes, you start off with nothing, no equipment, no land, and that is it. So like I say, we'll run around the farm. I'll add in a little bit of money, we'll get a pickup, we'll get it back up here, and then we will get cracking. But I just love the whole feel of this map. even down to the decorations. It gives me that old sort of vintage vibe. These gates you can shut if you wish. But this is our starting farm in new farmer mode. Very cool. This is our farmhouse, but we've got a little bit of storage on the side. Sleep trigger is just here. Running around the back, we've got a little sort of allotment area, which is very cool. Scarecrow. Lovely, lovely detail in here, really is. This is our wheat field. Now that little strip that I showed you is actually a strip of potatoes that are growing, which I thought was really cool. Look. So that's nice, that's been added in. So very, very cool of that. Look at all the old equipment, decoration, very nice. Really, really liking this map. In here we've got the sheds, so this is the Krumbach ones. They will open like that. Some of the equipment in here. You can go all the way up the top into here. We've got sort of different stages. How much you're going to use that and get use out of it, I don't know, but we'll just quickly jump down. In this same shed we do have the workshop trigger, which is just there where the harvester is parked, so as you can see. Now another thing I love is these doors. Now watch this wooden pole. So if we open this one, that opens first, watch. That's just brilliant, I love it. Simple things, but I love it. More sheds with lots of different equipment in, like so. Just look at the decoration though. I think that must have been some like grab for bales or manure or something like that. Would have taken it in there. All the decoration. We've got our equipment around. Big sheds, etc. If we run over this side, we've got our cow pasture. So your dialogue box is here, 25 cows, feed troughs just there, and we've got a milk collection point just there. So you're not going to get no slurry or manure from these guys, but that's a nice cow pasture. We've got a silo here. That is the Farmer 800, so 800,000 litre capacity. Not a multi-fruit, it's just a base game one. Again, more of these sheds, which are very cool. Do start off with some hay bales as well, actually, so that's a nice touch. Your telehandlers in there. I love all these old sort of, well, tin, or I expect they're supposed to be tin, aren't they? The tin posters or signs you used to get. That's what I'm looking for, signs. Sheds over here, more equipment in, as you can see. Really, really nice. This one does have the bunker silo in, which is this side. So that's the mod there for that. And then round the back we've got a really, really nice sheep pasture, which is huge. Now obviously, like I said, this is separate, so if you come on here and Farm Manager start from scratch, you won't own any of this, so you'd have to buy all this separate. But we do get this, so they will roam all the way around here. We've got a shed here. I won't run down there, but we can open these doors. You've got a little loft up there, so you can use that for storage if you want to put some bales down in there or whatever you want to do. But this pasture will hold 120 sheep. They don't require water, but they will need feed. We've got gates there if you want to, so there is water in there already, and your wool spawns over here, which is nice. So there we go, that is our farm. I think I've showed you everything, I believe. So what I'm going to do is add in the money. More old equipment, look at that. Yeah, add in some money. I'll grab a pickup. I'll see you back up here and we will get cracking around this beautiful map. Right, we've got our pickup. Nice purple one. So there is 2 plots we need to buy, and they are 75. So we'll buy that. 225 grand, just over. That gives us that other cow farm. It's got a farmhouse on, cow barn and a chicken coop. And then also plot 76, which is there, 193,900. And that is where you're going to find your horse pasture. So we will be checking them out when we go round. let's grab this pickup and we'll head off. Really like the road layout on this. It is quite difficult though, I will say, to see where some of the roads are. It was a little bit of a headache trying to work out the best route round, but as you can see we are on this sort of road here. We're going to head down that way, so it can be a little bit tricky, but obviously once you keep playing the map you're going to get used to it. But I do really like the way the roads just wind around. We've got some really sort of windy, bendy roads a bit later on as we go down south. There is on our left the pizzeria Sal Point. I need to remember this turning because it's not obvious. This is, well, I believe this is a track. It's got sort of dirt marks to simulate that it's a track. We're going to head on down here. So I've gone in cab because it's a little bit overcrowded with trees. So I could probably come out now. And we're now up into here. I'm going to quickly stop here because we've got a random shed. There is a couple of sheds that I've noticed that are part of fields. So we are now here. If I run up to this shed, I cannot open the doors, but if we quickly buy that plot of land, 155 grand, that is now ours. I can now use that shed like so, which is pretty handy. So there we go. We are heading on down. We are going towards the cow farm with the BGA, which I love the layout of this farm, I really do. So we've got a sleep trigger here at the front. That's our farmhouse, obviously. It's just on all sort of different levels, this farm. Really nice how they've done it. Just down to the little steps that lead up sort of through the garden into the farmhouse. We've got tracks that lead up that way. Sheds here, obviously. Tracks that lead down. Got another silo there. More sheds. Really nice layout. We've got 3 nice bunker silos there. We've got steps leading up here, look. Loads of junk lying around. I love farms like that. That's what they look like in real life. Sheds again, look. We've got walkways going everywhere. Just in front of us we do have a bale and pallet storage, 450 capacity, like so. This is our BGA, like I say, just standard affair. We already own it, so we can manage it from there or inside the menu, but that's your sort of ins and out triggers, like so. Jump out here because we've got our cow barn just here. This will hold 200 cows. I'll show you the pasture in a second. Now, I haven't tested this, but there's a trigger through there, and there's also a trigger there. So I'm wondering if that's your straw, that's your feed, or the other way around. Could be. Quickly run down through, though. You can open a lot of the doors on this, which is nice. And this basically leads out now into their pasture. So we've got gates there if we want to. And they've got all of this area to roam around in. We've got a shed up the end here if you want to store bales in or whatnot. Bit of equipment. But look at that for a pasture. Gates there as well. So a really nice layout for them there. Like so. If I... So I'll just show you an example. Gates and doors. If I run around this way now, we do have a slurry collection point just there. That's pretty obvious. Now I'm thinking this is your milk, because if I jump over and open this door, we've got the milk tanks just there, and there isn't a collection icon outside, so I think it's going to be up there just like that. We spin around. This is that manure heap that we saw in the mods. There's your collection point there, so pretty good, pretty obvious. And that is our cow farm with the BGA. Very nice indeed. Back out onto this road, which we were on just a second ago. Carry on driving through this beautiful scenery. Some of the areas are fenced off like that, which is nice. I like that. Pretty cool. I need to concentrate and get my bearings. So straight through there. Now we're going to head up this way first. We'll be coming back down this same way, so don't worry about that building back there. We'll cover that in a second. Just look at this, cool views in this way. And then round and into this gate here. I think I'll just run in, be easier. This is going to be your horse pasture, so we can drive all in. There's another gate down in that bottom corner. We do have this barn here, so we can use this for a bit of storage, like so. Very nice. And there's our triggers for our horses. Hold 15, they are going to be roaming all in and around through here, which is nice. They're going to need water and they're going to need feed as well. That is your horse pasture. Right, like I say, back out the way we came. Yeah, if we carried on down that track, it would eventually lead to that bottom corner where there's another set of double gates to get into your horse pasture. Back out onto this road to our right, that is our tailor shop. So production there, and then we've got a windy bit of road. People walking around up here, look, on the tracks, the trails, whatever you want to call them. It's nice that that's been added in. And if we just stop and take in that, that is our farm up the top there. So that's where we started off. Very nice. Right, this on our left is the dairy, so a production there. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to head down south. We're going to come back up this way. I'll probably bring you back in when we're getting towards this dairy, somewhere around here, so that you haven't got to watch all this drive, because it's a little bit of a drive now to the next sort of area. I've got a... oh no, but look, this is really cool. I love this bit of road. The cliff face, you've got all these tall trees in and around you. Such a nicely done map. Right, just on this bend we will drive in and spin round. This is, what was this? This is our sugar mill. So as you can see, completely different style of building to the base game one. So I like the fact that that's been done, and we're heading down to that huge place. And that is our grain elevator sell point. So some of the places have got these barriers, they are automatic, they will lift up. And that sell point is just up through in here. It's a really big sort of area, I like that. Right, I will bring you back in when we're up by the dairy again. Righto, so on the right hand side is the dairy. If we just take a left here, we're now entering the cow and chicken farm. So we've got another farmhouse, can't go inside, but we've got a sleep trigger just on the doorstep. Nice decoration again in here, come back to that. This is the chicken coop, but it's also a silo, which is awesome. You can open that feed trough, so there's your feed trough. We've got doors like so, whoa, like so, drive through like so. There's your dialogue box. 360 chickens, they will appear in here, and they also go out to this little pasture. Very nice mod this, I've seen this on a few maps. And then there's your silo, so tipping in there, and we've got a pipe out there. That is a 300,000 litre capacity. If we come over to this pillar and press the button, that will open that grill up, the grate, so you can tip in okay. Running round, we've got sheds out the back, drive through one, and that takes us up to that road we just came in on. So there's the dairy there, so you can come in this way if you wish to. Running over here, we've got our other cow barn, so not a huge one. They're going to appear out here, so it's not going to be a lot of cows in there. Feed and straw triggers through the middle. Dialogue boxes here, 45 cows. If we go out here, we've got a milk collection point just there, and your slurry and manure is down the side right next to each other. Slurry there, manure heap just there. There we go, like so. And that is that farm. Nice open shed there. If we go out of here, and just inside here next door pretty much, we've got the restaurant sell point, and then over there by that gentleman, that is our bakery. So again, as you can see, completely different building to what we're used to seeing. Right, if we head on out and drive up this way, across this cool bridge. Oh no, not across the bridge yet, up here first. Excuse me, forgive me, getting carried away. Gonna spin round. Excuse the play on words there, but this is our spinnery. So there's your spinnery. Back out. Now we can go across the bridge. Very cool. There's the river. What I like as well is some of the riverbed is all dried up as we go around the map. If I see some, I will point it out to you, but that's pretty impressive what they've done. Right, we are going to go right quick up here. If we carried on this road, we would eventually come to our farm where we started off. So this will take you there, but if we quickly turn into here, we've got our carpentry, which is just here. So production, selling your wood or producing furniture and things like that. We've got this shed. This is actually part of the pigsty area, so we do start off owning this, so we can use that shed. And round the back of the shed is the actual pigsty itself, so your feed will go in there. Hold 270 pigs. They're going to roam around in there. And then the slurry collection point is round the back. Now I'm assuming the manure, you're going to need to put down a manure pit like the sort of base game pigsties, but we've got some nice shed space there. They're not bunker silos. I'll just zoom in a little bit because the trees are overhanging, and then we can head on out back onto this road again, which is the way we came in. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Just thought I'd get that one out of the way quick because it's kind of on the way to this next area. We scoot across in front of them. This is our fuel station just there, but on the side here we do have a sell point, and this is Avia shop. That's a sell point. If we stay sort of in the same area, to our left in the barriers, this is our shop. This is also your reset point, so if you buy, lease, reset anything, it's going to appear down here. We do have a workshop trigger which is in front of the doors, so if I now quickly do that, it will show the pickup. Got the shop icon just there. Around the back we do have the animal dealer, so if I click on that now, it's going to show all the animal pens because we've bought them all. We do have, it doesn't show in our equipment, but down at the store we do have access to this forklift. It is an electric one, so that's quite nice that we've got that if you want to load up pallets and things like that. Nice touch that. Then if we head on round the back, just in front of this shed, we've got the animal dealer sale point for sort of like your bells and things like that. And then in there, we're not going to actually drive in, but that's our grain mill. And the way you do get to that properly is down through there and up the barrier. Right, let's head on up. We've got a bit of a drive now, guys, all the way up this road to the sort of very top of the map, but hopefully you'll see a nice bit of scenery as we go. I'll try not to drive too fast so it doesn't ruin it. Some of these fields, even though on the actual PDA sort of map they look fairly small, they are not. I mean, obviously that one does look big on the map, and it is big. That's going to take you a while. And here we are. So this is our sawmill. We're going through that way. We can sell our wood down this end. A wood chip out point over there, and we can manage the production just there. There's also another way in and out just there. Quickly get round and off that road. I'll quickly show you the route we've taken and show you where we're heading next, which is where we're gonna finish off. So we started off at the farm, we came down, we did this sell point. I think we cut through there. That was where that shed was. Did the cow farm, went all the way along here up into the horses, the tailor shop. This was quite a windy road. We come out by the dairy, went all the way down through here, did these, and I come back up there. We did that farm, bakery, etc., spinnery, up there to the pigs and carpentry, did that area, and we drove all the way up into the sawmill. Now we've got a bit of a drive, I think it's this way, and then end up over there. This is the debris crusher, and there's a lime buy point. Oh, I didn't show you, there is some grape vineyards there. You'll see those in a second. So that's quite nice. We can buy that plot for 206 grand. Now, I've got to try and remember the route. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit because there is quite a few overhanging trees to start with, but then it does open up a little bit better. Right, I think we need to go that way. That's the way I missed on my look round earlier. I drove straight past it and thought this doesn't feel right, and we're heading south again. So yeah, as you can see, quite a few trees overhanging, but it does sort of start opening up a bit, so I can zoom out a bit more. Again, some really nice fields up this end. I mean, that's the separation between those two, so if you want to go even bigger, you can just join them up. I just love the little break in the bushes and sort of trees there. Just really, really nicely done. Here comes another random shed. I think this one's an open one. This probably comes with that field there, so you can park machinery in there. Now this is what I was saying about the riverbed being a bit dried up. Look, so that is part of the river. As you can see, there's the little bridge there. We're going to go across that, so it's quite good that they've done that as well. I like that. A few trees either side, and this is the bridge we're going to go over. Very cool. Oh, there's the grape vineyards. Look, so on some nice hills. Do like that when the grapes are growing like that. This track on the left, you can take that. It will bring us up to that same area we're heading to. I will show you in a second when we get up there. And we do still get traffic up this way as well. Right. Now you can drive in this way. I'll show you in landscape. You can drive all up in round here. I thought maybe there might be some stones up here for us to sort of mine, so to speak, but there doesn't seem to be. And that track I was talking about is this guy here, so you can drive up and come through that way if you wish to. But if we go round and in through the back way, got the debris crusher there, and your lime buy point is just under this chute there, and that is the map, guys. We've done it all, I think. Very nice map, though. I know I keep saying it. I think you can tell I like it. But let me know your thoughts on it. Are you playing it? Are you going to play it? Is it not very good for you, kind of thing? Let me know. I always like to read your comments. But if you have enjoyed this map tour, guys, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That'd be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.